A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anand, editor, Dynamic Manufacturing India, and this is day 7 of Industry Samurai Conference Awards
हाँ
2021.
जी।
This is the most
हम्म,
important and auspicious day and
हाँ
occasion for us,
आयत में आयत में
where we are going to honor and felicitate the winners of Industry Samurai Awards. I welcome everyone who has joined us on this auspicious occasion from India as well as from abroad. Before I call upon our distinguished guests to give away awards, to present awards, and the winners to receive awards, I'd like to share with you a couple of things about the background of this award and the conference. Uh, I'll not take much of your time. Uh, uh, we started last year with these awards at the peak of the pandemic in March itself. Uh, when the lockdown announcement happened and the world went into a shutdown mode. Uh, we particularly at our magazine and in the manufacturing industry, which was one of the worst hit. Um, Obviously, after the aviation industry and other industries which were at the front line fighting this pandemic, manufacturing industry was one of the worst sufferers with the shuttering and the lockdown restrictions and the employees being there where they were not safe. So we didn't know what to do. Nobody had any clue, and I'm talking about mid-March last year. Nobody had any clue what was happening, how serious this issue was. So we did what one does best in such uncertain times. We turn to leaders. We turn to industry leaders, and I think, and this is not something to be proud of, but we were among the first to start a host of webinars. We just didn't know we what to do. We started to connect with industry leaders in India as well as manufacturing leaders abroad to trying to understand what the situation is, how to best cope and deal with these situations. And in the process, we did a lot of webinars. A lot of people joined us. A lot of people had a host of questions. And towards the end, when everybody started to connect with each other, when things normalized a little bit in terms of understanding what the problem is, what the situation is, we thought of turning the whole series of discussions into a book, into a special. So there were overall 17 people, 17 industry leaders who we had connected during this phase. And when it came to giving a title to this book, I thought the best term that goes with 17 was samurai in many respects than aspects than one. One was that obviously I'm a big fan of Akira Kurosawa, as I'm sure a lot of people over there are. And he had made a movie called Seven Samurai, which was about fighting spirit, which was about the warrior spirit. And I felt that that went best with this occasion that we wanted to where we wanted to share lessons with our readers. So with 17 Samurai book came the idea of creating an award. Uh, it was more of a recognition of honoring, of recognizing manufacturing and supply chain companies that were doing their best to weather this storm. So we created an award called Industry Samurai Awards. It really it received the kind of response that we were not expecting. Everybody came in, everybody rallied around, and towards the end of last year, we gave away these awards to companies like Moglis, to companies like Alstom, um, companies like Indospace. All of these companies had done wonderful performance, but wonderful business continuity practices during the peak of the pandemic. This year we are back, and we are back with a bigger event format. This year we are celebrating it over a period of 7 days instead of 1 or 2 day affair. See, what has happened with events going virtual is that it has freed the space. Earlier, people used to do 1 day or 2 day events where they used to line up all the series of events, and but now because of the virtual thing, we are free to do it over a period of, let's say a fortnight or a week, where we can invite people from the world over. And this is what happened this year. The 7-day conference was a huge success, was a roaring success. We covered topics right from additive manufacturing to digitalization to chip famine to semiconductor shortage. And it was really coincidental that the day, and Yogesh is here who took part, Magesh, who took part in that engaging conversation. The day we spoke about the chip famine, chip shortage was coincidentally the day when the government came out with its proposal, with its package to support the industry. So it has been really auspicious, a great occasion for us. Very quickly, I'll share with you the aim and intent of these awards. This year, we have changed the format of the awards. Last year, we gave it on the basis of the response of the companies towards the pandemic. How what measures they took to ensure the safety of their employees. This year, we have based it on their performance. We have based it on the KPIs. We have based it on actually quantified improvements and in benchmarks of these companies. So this year, the categories that we have both for manufacturing and supply chain companies are Digital Samurai, Shogun Samurai, which is an individual leadership award, Innovation Samurai, Sustainability Samurai, Service Samurai, and Performance Samurai. The names are self-explanatory. I will also introduce you to our respected jury members. We are really fortunate to have the prominent names from the world of academia and supply chain and manufacturing who have put their faith in us to agree to be on our jury. I thank Bhairavi Jani, chairperson and founder, IEF Entrepreneurship Foundation, and executive director of SCA Group. I thank Dr. Rakesh Sinha, founder and CEO, Reflexive Supply Chain Solutions, Dr. Nikhil Agarwal, CEO, IIT Kanpur, First and C3I Hub, Dr. Ranjit S. Patil, the head of Department of ME, Birla Institute of Technology, Science, BITS Pilani, Goa campus, and Professor Devmalya Chatterjee, professor and head operations and supply chain area at SP Jain Institute of Management Research. I thank our jury for their support and guidance as our jury members for the Industry Samurai Awards. Now the moment that we've been waiting for all this year and all this week has arrived. I'll start announcing the awards and will request our members, our distinguished members to come forward and give awards, present awards, and I'll also invite representatives of companies, the winners who've got the award to come and receive them. The first category that I'm going to announce is in the supply chain category. This is a Performance Samurai that I'm going to announce first. Now, Performance Samurai is going to be given to an organization that showed consistently high performance on key performance indicators, showing a high level of productivity that contributed to excellent profitability and investment returns during the year. In supply chain, the Performance Samurai Award goes to ACE Manufacturing Systems Limited. Congratulations, AMS. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
On behalf of the jury and the magazine, I invite Srikant Aradhya of Srikant Aradhya of Bosch, the expert of Industry 4.0, the chief expert of Industry 4.0 at Bosch, to come forward and give this award.
Thank you, Anand Pandey. Thank you very much. So it's very nice to give this award to ACE Manufacturing System. I think Mr. Gangadhar Hulugur is going to take it as the senior manager from AMS. And when I was working in FANUC, I used to visit ACE Manufacturing Systems very often. So I know many of the people out there and have seen that organization has been consistently a high performer, right from their leadership to the operational level. So it is a well-deserved award being given to ACE Manufacturing Systems. And they are also extremely done well in their business, productivity, and such fronts. So all the best wishes to ACE Manufacturing Systems, and you richly deserve this Performance Samurai Award.
Many congratulations, Mr. Gangadhar.
Thank you very much, sir.
What are your thoughts?
Sir, very thankful for the jury member who is selected for us to the performance of this assembly of getting from the suppliers. So since more than 2 months you are trying for that, finally you will got this success. So this is very helpful us to the manage the day-to-day work, as well as the removing the from the material from the SAP and other things. Now we are very happy to by doing this project, and you are saving a lot of time as well as the uh, communication between the internals. So I can now, by getting the whole assembly of the coolant tank completely to the directly to the assembly, so you can work as a plug and play. You can concept as a plug and play. So simply I am bringing and giving to the directly assembly. They will start with the assembly and dispatching to this within 2-3 days. It is happening now. Earlier it is happens more than 10 days. It is taking. So it is 7 to 8 days we are saving in time, as well as the place, as well as the communication between the internal department. So I can increase the, it is around 30 to 35% of the time you are saved in the this concept of work, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Mr. Gangadhar, do we have your team who's also present in the room? Do you want us to introduce?
Yeah, myself is Gangadhar, and Mr. Hemant, he is initiated, he is from background of the design, and he started initiated and take up the bill of material, everything, and price negotiation, everything happened, how much place is required, everything. And my next man is Mr. Ganesh Rao. He is working for the coolant tank individually, he is bringing earlier. Now he is very happy to see that he is coming as an assembly. You don't have a place constraint. He's happy about this because every week around 35 coolant tank, you have to keep it in the stock. Instead of that, it will be same day I can going for the assembly. So he is now there is no headache for him to keep the stock. And one more man is not available. So other team is 5 members is for the distillation team. So as a team, major 3 members and 2 members went for the black belt training program. They are coming back on Monday. So major 2 members are not available today. You are also undergoing for the Lean Six Sigma black belt. The program is going on. They went for the Mysore. So those people are not available today, sir. Thank you very much for the giving the opportunity to share this, as well as to giving the opportunity get awarded. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thanks to you, sir. Thank you. The next award that I'm going to announce is Sustainability Samurai. I'll share with you quickly what this award stands for. Sustainability Samurai is given to organizations that implemented and promoted resource-positive manufacturing processes and supply chains. This contributed forward more than they drew from the earth and the environment. This year's Sustainability Samurai Award goes to Kama Ayurveda. I congratulate Kama Ayurveda for receiving this award. I call upon Margesh Srinivasan, a thought leader and the founder of datamentor.co.in, to give the award to Mr. Sandeep Patnaik, Head Planning, Kama Ayurveda.
A very warm welcome to everyone, and congratulations to the Kama Ayurveda team. A very impressive brand, and congratulations to Mr. Sandeep Patnaik, Head of Planning. And it gives me great pleasure to present this award to Kama Ayurveda. I'm a graduate of environmental sciences, so sustainability has been the core of whatever I've been doing, and it's very gladdening to know that a big brand like Kama Ayurveda is focusing on sustainability all across the supply chain. This is the need of the hour. This is the need of the 21st century. So very relevant award, and please keep up the great work that you all are doing as a brand. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mahesh. Mr. Patnaik.
Thank you, Mr. Anand and Mr. Nagesh for these awards. We are first of all, it was an honor to participate in this prestigious award. I would like to thank the entire jury and the Maximus Media team for organizing this wonderful industry awards. So on behalf of Kama, I would just like to say that our brand exists to promote wellness through Ayurveda. So we are a very environment friendly brand. And we have been working on sustainability right from procurement, where we look at where we procure from sustainable resources, and also we have done some process improvements in our manufacturing, And finally, to the customer also, we are using environment friendly haze to deliver products to them. So thank you everyone. So I would just like to introduce my team here. So I have with me Mr. Rajendra. So he is our procurement head who looks, into the into the procurement of sustainability things. And also I have in call with me Mr. Rajan, who is our plant head, and also Saurav Segal, who is our supply chain head. So thank you, Anand, for these prestigious awards.
Mr. Patnaik, very quickly, I'd like to know your thoughts and your team's thoughts on the climate crisis that we are facing. And there's been a lot of talk. We remember the teenage activist Greta Thunberg, who thundered from that forum at the world leaders. How dare you? She spoke about how the environment is in crisis, and there is a lot of concern globally as well as in India about the situation. What are your thoughts on the climate crisis, and what can the present generation do to address these crises?
I would like Saurabh, if you can add some points on that.
And Mr. Dinesh also, first of all, I would like to congratulate Anand also, and I recognize the talent as well as because it has been wonderful. Last 1 week, I was understanding few of the interactions with the eminent panelists. So first of all, congratulations to you. Now coming back to the point of environment, this is I think this is the ownership and responsibility of our generation, to leave the environment friendly for the people coming after us. I think it should be in our ethos and our beliefs, and it's a serious challenge, and all of us you should take efforts in terms of addressing this issue. So some of the key steps which we are taking in Kama, like Sandeep has mentioned, right from the procurement of raw materials, procuring raw materials from sustainable sources, forest stewardship council, or using the PCR bottles, right from the sourcing of raw materials to the processing of products, while you are manufacturing, or to the delivery to the customer, and wherever in the entire chain in which you can control the wastages. We should do it. I am a strong believer of circular economy. 3 R's, reuse, recycle, reduce. How much can should do it. And as a Kama, as a brand, we strongly believe in those.
Yeah. So
our CEO, the company. So that's our endeavor is. But I really hope and believe that everybody should take whatever little steps they can do to make the world a better place to live in for the future generations.
Thank you, Saurabh. Congratulations once again. Now I move forward to the next category. Do we have Dr. Rakesh present with us right now to give away the next award? If not, then I'll move to the next one. Okay, so I'll wait for him to announce the Supply Chain Digital Samurai Award that Dr. Rakesh Sinha has to give. I'll move to the manufacturing category, and the first category is Performance Samurai. I've already spoken about the Performance Samurai category description, and the award goes to the company called Pragati Engineering Belgaum Private Limited. I call upon Dr. Ranjit Patil of Goa campus BITS Pilani. He's the head of Mechanical Engineering Department. Dr. Patil, please present this award to the Managing Director, Mr. Mahesh Birangi of Pragati Engineering.
Thank you, Mr. Pandey. So I would like to announce the Performance Samurai Award goes to Mr. Mahesh Birangi, who is Managing Director, Engineering Belgaum Private Limited. So I have some observation about this particular organization. I have super studied 3 case studies, that automation in a peripheral drilling setup, and then they have done very good work for the automated testing mechanism for the square turret, and then conveyor system for automatic assembly. So all jury members, including me, we very much impressed about this technical contribution. So I and all jury members, we congratulate Mr. Mahesh Berangi for this nice performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patil. I think Mr. Birangi just joined us. He was facing some connection problem. Probably we announced the award a bit early. Mr. Birangi, can you hear us?
Yes, yes, Mr. Anand.
Oh, great. Listen, is that your team that we can see on camera?
Yes, this is part of our team, which is
Wow.
there because
Okay.
we don't have much of space here, and we had some other guests, so we could not get the entire team here. But they are there from the other. They have logged in from other places as well.
Yes, yes, I can see that. So, Mr. Birangi, before we talk about the case studies that Dr. Patil just cited, could you tell us more about your company, about the sectors where you operate, and your experience of the last 1 year?
Basically, we are a part of the Pragati Automation Group in Bangalore, and in turn a part of the ACE Micromatic Group. We are into machine tool accessories for CNC machines. And in Belgaum, we make square threads and chucking cylinders, as well as support in terms of components to our parent concern, that's Pragati Automation. So that's in a nutshell what we do. Our experience going for the past year has been very challenging when we initially somewhere on May, when we slowly limped back into starting of operations after the first wave of COVID. So that is when we faced some challenges in terms of reduced what is called capacity utilization and so on and so forth. Fear amongst the people returning back to work, and also it took us a great deal of persuasion for the people to get back to work. And luckily for us, with the grace of God and with the help of my team members, they responded well to our call and they did come back after the whatever little persuasion we did. Somewhere around September, October is what we witnessed change in the equilibrium when people started, the requirements started coming up. And it did take us some time given the supply chain constraints which were there when it came to raw material supplement and all. But thanks to the efforts of my team, which part of which is here and part of who are looking at it, that they did respond very well to the challenges for which they faced. In fact, they responded beyond my expectation, and we did a fantastic job when it came to performance year on year. So we really grew even during the COVID time.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you've been a little bit instrumental in bringing your achievements to the forum, to the industry's awareness. Would you like to introduce us to your team members?
Yeah, here this is Mr. Dr. Shirish Keru. He's the Chief Learning Officer at Pragati in Belgaum. Hello. Then we have Mr. Ravindra, who's a relationships executive who takes up all relationships across the spectrum of business we carry out. We have Mr. Raghutam Patil, who looks after design and planning as well. And we have here Shilpa Birangi, who looks after special projects across the organization. And we have other people which I could always introduce, but then for want of time, we will restrict to this.
Thank you for introducing us to them. I have a question for Ms. Shilpa, if that is okay with you. It is also always very encouraging and heartening to meet a lady in the manufacturing sector. And I mean, I say this with the best of intentions. I want to speak to her regarding her experiences during the pandemic while connecting with people at the office and on the shop floor. You look after the special projects. And you must be in touch with suppliers across the tiers that you deal with. What has been the biggest challenge for you, Ms. Shilpa, during this course of the pandemic in working in this new environment, whether it is from work from home aspect or the shop floor aspect?
It was work from home, like from home we for communicating with the suppliers, it was really difficult. It was only on the phone, like otherwise we could go and visit the supplier and see what is actually happening. So it was difficult, but our team got through it and we could do it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that insight. Congratulations once again to the Pragati Engineering team. You have a brilliant day and a brilliant and prosperous 2022 ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anand. We really appreciate the efforts put in by Next Media and the team of jury in evaluating and motivating us with this award. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, moving to the next award, Dr. Rakesh Sinha is there with us. We will announce, in fact, he will announce the winner of the award. We'll announce the category for which he has to present the award, which is Digital Samurai under Supply Chain. Dr. Sinha, I invite you to announce the award, please.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm very happy to announce that the winner of the Digital Samurai in supply chain domain is AMS.
Congratulations. Congratulations, ACE Manufacturing Systems. You'll also be pleased to know that, and if you don't already know, I'm sure you know already, that Dr. Sinha used to head the global IT manufacturing and supply chain from GCPL. And he is one person, I think the first person who got a PhD in supply chain, if I believe, in the country. Am I right, Dr. Sinha?
Yeah, that's right.
So we have an expert of supply chain, and when he announces this award, it's a matter of great pride. And congratulations once again. Would you like to share your thoughts on this occasion?
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations to the entire AMS team. I think we particularly liked your entry about the vendor portal that you have mentioned. And this is in the spirit of true partnership with vendors. So in supply chain, one of the major things that we look for is the partnership with all the constituents of the supply chain, or rather the extended value chain. And the vendor portal that you have developed, looking at the issues which the vendors face and how these issues can be solved and how the information can be communicated and shared in a transparent manner. Those two things really impressed us, and you've done a good job. So congratulations to the team.
AMS team, would you like? Yes. AMS team, would you like to share your thoughts on this?
Yes, sir.
First of all, good evening to everyone. Thank you for all jury members for the whatever award we are getting for Digital Samurai. Basically, we have started with actually we have 250 vendors selected for based on the turnover. We have selected 250 vendors, and in the first phase we have selected 23 vendors based on the top priority and the turnover related. We have selected 23 vendors in phase 1, out of which we have selected based on their requirement and proximity to AMS. Everything we based on that we have selected them. And in our phase 1 started with our sister concern ACE Designers also helped for our vendor portal implementation, since they have already 5 years back only they have already implemented ACE Connect. That is a software they have already developed. We want to share we have to take help from them, and we have to implement in our day-to-day operations, since ACE and AMS business scenario will be almost similar to that, and suppliers also similar to ACE Designers and ACE Manufacturing, similar vendors will be there. Same scenario will work for us also. For that reason, we approached them, and they also helped us to implementation vendor portal, which will give real-time data for the suppliers. Also, we can publish their whatever PO, pending POs, NC non-conformed details, and RDC, SCDC pending details, and vendor stock and AMS stock will be the real-time data will be available for the right decision taken, and also for the MRP run. manufacture resource requirement will be known to the suppliers, and they can easily procure the raw materials for further process. That will not stop the line assemblies also, and that will boost our internal morale also. Since follow-up engineer has to follow for the, you has to take 2 to 3 hours to follow the particular vendors. It will reduce the time of the follow-up engineers. In turn, it will reduce the manpower issues also. It will reduce, and it will give pop-up for the vendors also. They can in their dashboard they can see the what is the orders pending, and what are the DC pendings, what is their turnover. Everything will be visible to them. And also in the interest of industry, we have provided as a free subscriptions for the vendors also. Since many vendors, small vendors will be there, they cannot affordable for the to charge in the basic. We have given for free subscription that will motivate them to learn, and they can implement in their premises also. That will help for both win-win position will be there for vendors and also AMS. That is a main criteria, we have agenda for that implementation of vendor portal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for so much for that informative thought. I'll move to the next category, and we'll go back to manufacturing. And we're talking about performance samurai in manufacturing in large enterprises. I will tell you again, share with you again what performance samurai stands for. It is being given to organizations that showed consistently high performance on key performance indicators and showed a high level of productivity that contributed to excellent profitability and investment returns during the year. I have been given the privilege of announcing this award and giving this award. The winner of this award is Indo Autotech Limited, and I'm going to invite Mr. Sethu Nagaraj, CTO of Indo Autotech Limited, to receive the award.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. It's our pledge, and it's our honor to participate in this forum. And first of all, we would like to thanks to our management. It is very lean and top to bottom driven organization. Since 1974, total 47 years of experience in the sheet metal industry, and very fast growing industry. And we are into the variant sectors. And also our managing director, Mr. Anand Jain, who is motivate us and on daily basis. And likewise, we have many case studies, successful case studies in our shop floor. And this is one of the one. It was very challenging to our team to meet our customer day-to-day schedule, product, which we have been initiated and started our development. And we successfully completed, and horizontally we have deployed in all our other locations. So overall, thank you very much to the team, and as well as our team members who are all participated in this successful journey. And few of people are outstationed in different locations. Myself and Mr. Ramana is our coordinator, who is our complete program organizer. He is there. So thank you very much to the team and our. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nagaraj. I must congratulate you also and compliment you also for submitting entries that were among the best laid out, the best described entries among all the case studies with the KPIs, with the quantification of all the improvements that happened was really helpful in deciding the winner. Thank you so much for that.
Sure, sir. And over upcoming years, upcoming days, definitely we will showcase our more case studies in this platform, which will help us to get into recognized and appreciated from the team members. Thank you.
Absolutely, Mr. Nagaraj. That is the biggest intention behind these awards, is that this inspires companies to do better, to improve the KPIs, to improve industry standards and benchmarks. And thank you for contributing to that in such a stellar fashion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Now, the next award is going to be Service Samurai Award in Manufacturing. I'll quickly tell you what Service Samurai stands for. Service Samurai is for organizations that showed an unflinching, uncompromising commitment for delivering world-class delivering world-class services during the pre, during, and post-sales customer service experience during fiscal year 2020-21. The Service Samurai Award for manufacturing goes to Makino India Private Limited. I invite Dr. Rakesh Sinha, and I've already announced the award. I'm sorry, Dr. Sinha, you were supposed to announce the award, so that surprise is not a surprise anymore. I invite you to present the award, please.
Yeah, so first of all, congratulations to Makino India Private Limited. I think Mr. Mohan Naik is here. I would like to congratulate you for the service system that you have described, especially the machine power search system, which links both the technical as well as commercial parts together and helps in serving the customers faster. This is truly a great initiative, looking at it from the customer point of view. So what we liked was the customer service orientation in this, and also a few examples that you mentioned in your application as to how you went out of your, I would say, normal way to service the customers when their need was high. So congratulations to you and your entire team on winning this award.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Fande, and thank you, Mr. Sinha. And I think it's an honor to be here on this stage. Basically, providing a customer service, customer support to our customers is one of the, the challenging things. I think we would say very, very challenging things, especially during the COVID time. And I would say our team stand in firmly, providing customer support during all this the toughest periods. And the team has rigorously worked and provided excellent support. So I think that is where we have a couple of testimonies from the customers, and those are the customers, and which reflects how our engineers and the backend team has worked to provide the support on time during this during those tough times. And yeah, like going back to the processes what we have, and we're always visualizing how our engineers supporting and how our customer feels our service, whether reaching the customers on time, and all those things. So that is one of the process oriented customer support we are looking at. But I think this is not the end but I think there is some more to come, and we are continuously working on that. And yeah, thank you for the thank you for the award, and thank you for the recognition.
Thank you so much, Mr. Naik.
I just would like to introduce my team here. I think Mr. Ramnath
Yes,
is already on the panel, and also I joined with Mr. Jagannath, who's from heading the spare part team, and also Mr. Praveen Kumar, who's product head. I just would like to introduce them. I think Praveen and Jagan, please.
Yes, Mr. Ramnath. It's great to see you again.
Yes, thanks for considering Makino as one of the good service provider. It is the hard efforts of the team and the good directions from the management, and always commitment. As you can see in the logo, promise of performance is our company motto, and it is not the product we support or we supply. And I am happy, that cross-departmental, it was not left only to one department to give the support. Initially, as I told you yesterday in my seminar also, taking care of the machines for the lockdown period, how to train customer, giving them virtual support was very much key. Then going forward, even in the second phase, all this lockdown happened, we did not stop there. We continued our efforts, training customers. We did a lot of online training to customers, all this. And Praveen, Selva, all led by Mr. Raghav and Ramki in our company. And it was a joint effort, not one department, as I told. It was a very good experience. So thank you all. And Mohan Naik, thanks for making this event a very good thing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ramnath. And yeah, this is Mr. Jagannath, who head the spare part team. Hello. And this is Mr. Praveen K, who is the product support head.
Excellent, excellent, gentlemen. This is really, really inspiring for all of us. These have been 2 really tough years, and to see that you've pressed on, you've fought on despite, in the face of all odds, despite all odds, it's very truly encouraging for all of us. Thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we'll move on to an award. Puneet Badrinath, who had to present the next award, I believe, is because we are running ahead of time, which is a rarity, as they say, the Indian stretchable time, which is a good thing, I guess. So I will skip one award which Puneet had to give, which was Sustainability Samurai. I will move to, is Srinivasan here from IAMPL? Sini, are you around? Okay, great. So I will. Is the M2 next team? All right. So what I'll do is, our publisher Preeti is here. Preeti, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good to see you. Preeti is the primary force behind this, and she's even though she's a publisher, but she's media shy. It is one of those good and rare occasions where we get to meet Preeti. She's a very hardworking and very creative person. I'm going to invite her to announce an award, which she was going to give later on. But now that she's here, she can talk about the magazine also. She can talk about the awards also. So Preeti, I invite you to announce the Innovation Samurai Award. But before that, and this is for MSME, for Innovation Samurai and manufacturing for MSME. But before that, could you speak about the magazine, the award, and the company?
Sure. Thanks, Anand. A very good evening to all of you. Before I announce the award, I would like to take 3-4 minutes of yours, if that's fine with you. Okay, so to start with, I would like to thank each and everyone for coming here and being a part of this event, especially our panelists, jury, Mr. Dr. Rakesh Shina, Ms. Bhairavi, then Mr. Dr. Nikhil Agarwal, and Professor Debmalia Chatterjee, Dr. Ranjit Patil. So I thank you all for all the support and time you people are giving to us. I would especially like to thank Mr. Anand Pandey and Dinesh Mishra, my colleagues. They have put in so much of efforts for this event. A very special thanks to our sponsors, Siemens, Makino, Autodesk Fusion 360, and Fabric. Also, I wanted to share one more thing. Anand, even you must be aware of it. Just last month, we have completed 5 years since the day of inspection of Meshmix Media. And I would like to take the privilege to announce Industry Samurai Awards 2022. It will be a hybrid event next year. And I hope all your presence over there as well and all your support. Coming back to awards, I'm here to present the Innovation Samurai Award in MSME segment in manufacturing. And the award goes to M2 Next Solutions Private Limited. I guess we have Mr. Jagannath over here, who's a business head from M2 Next. And I hereby request Mr. Jagannath to let us go through the work in this area and your views on receiving the award. Over to you, Mr. Jagannath.
Good evening to all of you, and congratulations for the winners who have been part of this entire event. And this is the second year we are participating, and thanks for Meshmix for recognizing us. On the innovative side, we have been working a lot in terms of how do we bring in cutting edge technology at a very, very affordable cost, keeping MSME in mind. So one of the challenges what we have had is mobility solutions in the manufacturing shop floor. And currently the technology, the vision technology, what is being used by a robot on an AGV is quite expensive, becomes very difficult, unaffordable, and very tough environment like dust and heat and lighting not so good, makes it very difficult to implement, unlike the developed countries like Japan, Europe, and US. So we came up with a very simple technology by using our homegrown vibration sensor. and then seeing how do we bring in an XYZ coordinate with a theta angle. How do we ascertain this by using a simple technique? And then, how do we pick up an object despite the AGV having a position tolerance of something like plus or minus 8 millimeter or 10 millimeter. In an industry, manufacturing industry, if you do not position the pickup system within 0.1, it becomes very difficult to lift the object. So because of the close tolerance requirement. So we have done a breakthrough here by working meticulously on this subject for the last almost a year. And we are quite successful on this. And I'm very happy to say that we are coming out with this, and this has been our first recognition, having submitted our accomplishment where the patent is still pending. We're going to demonstrate this in the coming IMTEX. So this is going to be something very path-breaking, for the entire manufacturing industry. So we're going to bring this out in terms of making the mobility solution through an AGV AMR to see that how do we, start giving the benefit to the entire industry. So thank you very much for considering this. And, this has been a good occasion for us, and we've been very lucky to, coincidentally submit this and win an award. Thank you very much.
That's very modest of you, Jagannath. The kind of improvements, the kind of results that we've seen in your case studies are absolutely par excellence. So there was no doubt in our mind as to remembers the moment we saw this, and then we saw the other entries that the winner that was going to be. Obviously, ours is a very rigorous process that we are very proud of. We have tried to distinguish our awards. We've not tried to give gone the whole hog to distinguish it on the basis of the stature of the juries, and a very, very transparent process. And your entries have come out tops in that. So congratulations once again. The next award that I'm going to ask a distinguished guest to announce is Innovation Samurai in Manufacturing. We have Mr. Raja Kathiawar from Siemens, who's present with us. Good afternoon, Mr. Kathiawar. Thank you for setting aside time for us.
Good afternoon, Anand, and good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed my honor and pleasure to present the next award, which is the Innovation Samurai Award in Manufacturing for Large Enterprise. And the winner of the award is Huntsman International India Private Limited, based in Gujarat. Congratulations to the entire team at Huntsman that was involved in this project. And at this point, I would like to welcome Shri Kavishwar Kalambe, Site Director for Huntsman, to virtually accept the award and also say a few words about their journey of the Huntsman team leading up to this award. Over to you, Shri Kalambe.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. It's a privilege, to receive from you. So first of all, it's thanks from bottom of my heart to Preeti, Dinesh, and all the team of organizing committee, and to you. So it feels a lot of privilege because if you see our tagline, for Huntsman, we say enriching lives through innovation. So who don't know about Huntsman, about the Baroda unit, we are serving into the textile industry, and how textile industry needs a lot of water to do that. What we have introduced the patented product to the Indian and global market, which saves more than 50% of requirement of energy and water. Like if you see our range of Avitera and Novacron, there are many success stories. Especially about this project for the manufacturing within this tough time of COVID, what the team did, we wanted our journey towards Industry 4.0. So we work on for that. So we did street optimizations, we did barcode implementation, we did the yield improvement. So there are many small stuff which has added value to our bottom line. At the same time, it has given a lot of waste to the sustainability of it. So thanks a lot. Thanks for this recognition. It means a lot to us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kavishwar, for accepting that award. And as Mr. Kathiawar so rightly said, that, for accepting it virtually, we would have really preferred the frills and the celebrations of an offline world. But unfortunately, we could not meet this year in person. So I'm really hoping that we are able to do a physical in-person event the next year, and we're all going to meet together and exchange ideas around manufacturing and supply chain.
Sure. Should I say that we can in a short duration we surely see you, yeah, Dinesh. Thanks.
For MTechs.
Yeah, MTech, there are many things which are coming up. Yeah, so sure, for sure.
Okay, oh, that's great. That's great. Hope to see you guys there as well.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks. I'm muted. So we have the just a sec. I'll since we are racing past, we are racing much in advance. There are a couple of our eminent guests who were there who had to be here to present the awards, could not be here. So I'm going to go ahead and announce some of these awards since the recipients are here already. That's going to save some time, and we can always welcome our eminent guests later. So I'm going to ask Oliver. Hi, Oliver.
Hi, Anand.
Hi, you joined us much ahead of time, and that's very kind of you.
No problem. Big pleasure for me, Anand.
Thanks, Oliver. So while we move to the next award, my introduction and my our friendship, the Meshmix Media's collaboration and friendship with Oliver goes a long way back. He's been a pillar of support to the organization. We started with a collaboration with OrderFox, which was where we got in touch, our publishers and editors. And he's been right there since the beginning with us in form of supporting, in the form of model support. When we were just starting out, we were very small. So thank you again, Oliver, for your presence today. Could you introduce a little more about your work and your background?
Sure. First of all, thanks, Anand. Thanks, Preeti. Thanks, Dinesh, for letting me being part of this. Actually, it's 12:30 lunchtime right now here in cold but sunny Vienna. So as we all talked about the pandemic before, it's a pity that we couldn't meet in person. For me, it's a lot easier now because of the pandemic to participate now with you guys virtually by just logging on. So great pleasure to meet everyone here as well today. So as Anand said, Meshmix Media and myself, we go way back to the early days. And currently, after being 15 years in Asia, I just moved back to Europe just before the pandemic hit, without knowing that the pandemic would come, when it was still only in Wuhan. And yeah, now I'm still working with Asia and Europe, of course, because of my expertise on that. So it's a real great pleasure to be with here today. And my pleasure is it now to announce, if I may, Anand, I think it's time to announce.
In fact, I'd like to announce another award before you do the one for which you're here. Okay. And I'd read out the award and the recipient's name. So it is the Sustainability Samurai Award in Manufacturing for MSME. That if you could do the honors to present the award virtually, I'm going to announce the name of the winner of Sustainability Samurai in MSME, which is PGE Industries or Pragati Engineering Belgaum, which has received the Performance Samurai MSME Award. The company is also receiving the Sustainability Samurai Award. I call upon Mr. Darshan Parekh, director of the company. Is Mr. Parekh here?
Yeah, hi, Anand.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for your presence, sir.
No worries.
Good to see you.
See you. So thank you, first of all. Oliver, thank you for your time, and thank you, Anand sir and DMI, for organizing this. It's quite a good feeling to be recognized and these awards, and the recognition that we get is what motivates companies, especially in the B2B sector. B2C has a lot more easier feedback loops, but companies require other companies to support them. So when it comes to sustainability, as a company, we basically manufacture industrial consumable spares. And as you know, these spares have to be replaced continuously, and they create a lot of wastage. They create a lot of problems when it comes to its life. So what we focus a lot is customized solutions. And we thank you for recognizing some of the achievements that we've done, as well as some of the case studies where we've actually helped people increase the life of old equipments by replacing gaskets and seals to a much more modern materials, and focusing on fugitive emissions, methane, basically ensuring better sealability with methane, and reducing the environmental impact of industrials. And we're joined by a lot of my team members today. So all of them are quite excited. And as always, thank you so much. You guys have any questions, Anand, or would you like to?
Absolutely. So in sustainability, if you could give us a couple of examples, Darshan. This is a challenge that is affecting everybody, and industries are said to be, doing the most or the least, depending on who you ask, in terms of addressing the crisis. So it's a very controversial topic, but at the same time, people are very sensitive about it. What are so one is, what is your perspective on the overall climate crisis situation? And the second is, what are the topmost initiatives that as an organization you've taken in the recent past to address it?
Right. Thank you, Anand. So we obviously are extremely strong in the ESG sector. We focus a lot on environmental friendly and methane emissions and fugitive emissions with refineries. So this is gas and harmful gas that goes out into the ozone atmosphere and basically is cause for global warming. When we started working with our clients, and these are the refineries of India as well as the industrial sector, they were using seals and materials which allowed higher leakage rates. So the government forces a ppm, or basically an acceptable level of leakages in all plants. So this is the sulfur in the air that we measure, and we focus on how do you reduce this, and reduce this also in terms of efficiency of the plant itself, where if it's saved, it's not going into the atmosphere, it's obviously being consumed by the factory. So it reduces the amount of power requirements for them. It also increases their own production equipment. So when it comes to sustainability, in India, we found that they were using materials which were harmful to the environment, and materials that were disposable, but they were having a problem when it comes to recycling. And we did R&D projects with them, and we slowly converted them to better and globally environmental friendly materials. So yeah, good feedback, especially for the new refinery projects. Everyone's quite happy. When it comes to as a company, PGE, we basically are part of the membership of the UN Global Compact. So if UN Global Compact is an initiative started by the United Nations on 10 sustainability goals that each company has to also implement for a better future. And when it comes to India and as a country, there is nothing stopping us from achieving our targets. I think we've seen the last news where Narendra Modi sir has announced that India will be matching its targets for emissions. And all of this with coal plants, with nuclear energy coming in, with better refineries, with petrochemicals coming, we are on stage to be able to be more of a role model for the industrial sector in the world. Yeah, so we don't have to wait. We can just copy other, we see other countries and we know what they've done wrong, and everyone's already taking the right steps to make sure it's in the right direction.
Excellent. Great, fascinating. Thank you so much, Mr. Parekh.
Thank you.
You have a great weekend. Thank you, sir. Have a very prosperous 2021, and hope to see you guys at IMTEX if you're representing your company over there.
We will. And thank you for my team also, all here. Yeah, congratulations to everyone. And thank you, DMI. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Great. So we see that Puneet is also here. Puneet Badrinath, I believe.
Hi everyone. Good evening.
Hi Puneet. It's absolutely thrilling to introduce Puneet to the panel, to the forum. He's a young entrepreneur, but do not be deceived by how young he is. He has sold many startups in the past, many successful ones to US-based companies, and he leads a big team and is doing something very, very influential in the space of digitalization. Thank you, Puneet, for being here with us to present an award.
Happy to be here.
And yeah, thank you, and supporting this conference as well as a sponsor. Puneet, the award that I'd request you to present is the Digital Samurai Award in Manufacturing. I'll say the name of the recipient company as well, and the person who's here to receive the award. The category is Digital Samurai, and it is in manufacturing. It is for Ellie, large enterprise, and the winner is Jindal Stainless Limited in the large enterprise. I invite and I welcome Mr. Venkateshwara Rao, who is the Chief Logistics Officer of Jindal Stainless Limited. Congratulations, Mr. Rao. Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Thank
good to see you.
Thank you for announcing this award, for nominating
Yes,
us.
Puneet. So Puneet is virtually, Puneet, where are you?
I'm
Hi,
in
Puneet.
Bangalore.
So yes, so you were virtually supposed to present the award to Mr. Rao.
Okay.
With all the formalities.
Congratulations, Mr. Venkateshwara Rao, and yeah, congratulations to you and the team. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely. And what would be more fitting than you to present the Digital Samurai Award, Puneet? You're doing some exceptional, some groundbreaking work in this area. Thank you, Puneet, for presenting this award virtually. Over to you, Mr. Rao. Congratulations once again.
Yes, sir.
And let us hear your thoughts on this.
So thank you. We humbly accept this award from Jindal Stainless family. This award is dedicated to each and everyone in Jindal who had been with us in the digital transformation. As you are aware, during this pandemic times, handling the supply chain became a big challenge for big companies. You take the Fortune 500 companies, you take automobile companies, you talk of chip shortages, you talk of steel companies, aluminum companies, anywhere, whatever you talk, supply chain became a big challenge. And we at Jindal Stainless had accepted this challenge before the corona and before the pandemic started. Somehow in our group, we have taken the digitization journey. We are on SAP, and all our systems are built on the SAP platform. Just to bring it to the notice of the forum, we are the only company in the country who had implemented SAP TMS. It's a transportation management system where it sits on the SAP. End to end, we talk of artificial intelligence, machine learning, we do predictive analysis, forecasting. All our logistics is now mapped. All our operations are mapped through this TMS. We implemented it through Accenture here. It's a 1-year program. We successfully gone live, and now we are enjoying the fruits of this digitization. I can say you one example. We used to import the containers, and at the same time we export also in containers. Now through this digitization platform, we have started a green supply chain. What we do is, like whatever we import, those containers we are reusing for exports, and the volumes are very huge. We handle around 5,000 containers per month, that is 60,000 containers of imports, and we do some 30,000 containers of exports. We are utilizing that's called import-export triangulation. We have done the contracting in such a way, we do the tracking and tracing of the containers in such a way, and we do the stuffing, booking, and even exports in that way. So a lot of carbon footprints are saved. It's a wonderful example of green supply chain. And this is all happening because of the digitization, where you have the forecast visibility, end-to-end visibility, when your import containers are going to come, when your export orders are going to come, how you link it, everything through the TMS platform we are doing it. It's not only green supply chain, it's saving us, where if you don't do this triangulation, then you need to take the empty containers from market and bringing that. It's a cost of it, it is a money, additional cost involved, time involved, and additional carbon burning. So it's a green supply chain, we are doing it. And not only that, on the digitization front, whatever raw material comes and whatever finished goods goes out of the plants, it's all under GPS. You name the latest GPS providers, eTrans, all the leading GPS providers are working with us. We do handle that. We are now going for electronic proof of deliveries, where you will reduce the manpower significantly in these fruitful activities of invoice processing and all that stuff. Now we have started accepting digital invoices, everything manless, enter through a click of a button. My customers will know where is their cargo, what is the status of it, and even my vendors will know what is the status of their goods, when it is received. If it is received, they will raise their bills, even the payment, everything will be made online. We are in that part of the transformation. Thank you, sir. At the end of the day, again, we really humbly accept this award, and it's real motivation to us in Jindal Stainless for getting this Digital Samurai Award. And even I thank you and the panel for giving us this award. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, for sharing excellent case studies, best in league case studies with us that also inspired us and told us that we are doing the right thing by highlighting the best practices that companies such as yourself are creating in this area, are upholding in this area. Thank you, Mr. Rao. Have a great weekend and a very prosperous new year.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And I congratulate all the other award winners, and I wish them all the best in their future growth of their businesses. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. And now we have only a couple of award categories left. We have Dr. Nikhil Agarwal with us. He's stood by us right since the beginning of this awards, and he has put his faith in us, which means a great deal to us. Mr. Agarwal, I'll very quickly introduce you. He needs no introduction, but I'll say a little more about what he does. Dr. Nikhil Agarwal holds the twin charge of CEO First at IIT Kanpur. First is small for Foundation for Innovation and Research in Science Technology, and he's also responsible for the incubation and innovation, and is the CEO of C3I Hub, which stands for Cybersecurity and Cyber Defense of Critical Infrastructure Innovation Hub. And these are all companies and sections that are promoted by IIT Kanpur. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Agarwal. Your thoughts on these awards first before you announce the award winner.
Many thanks, everyone. I'm so sorry I am in a car. I have to attend a funeral nowadays. Unfortunate that if you are in the town, you have to attend that. So, beauty of online content activities that you can connect everywhere. Had it been a physical award, I would have. I've been very closely associated with Anandji and Dinesh and everybody else for almost 2 years, and my experience of getting associated with all of them is for Dynamic Magazine is phenomenal. And I think what the magazine do is that they bring in the best practices about the awards, and the whole selection process is very fair. Unlike many of the awards which goes on, that the awards are given just for the namesake, there's a jury which consists of people like us who have been in the industry for some years, and we really look deep into the activities, what the innovation that company is doing, what kind of best practices they're bringing, how they treat their people, how their past performances, and what promise they bring it to the future. Not only we look at some of these aspects, we also look at what innovative ideas they have bring in, what the Prime Minister talked about, the Atmanirbhar Bharat or self-reliant India. Some of these critical factors are linked into it, and on that basis, we give the ranking, and all the people who are, I would not call them lucky, but they're hardworking people who have come and demonstrated that, okay, they well deserve these awards. And many congratulations to everyone for receiving these awards, and you should celebrate. Today is certainly a Friday, so Friday is a special day for celebration. So maybe if you want to have a red wine or a glass of chai, that's your choice, but certainly do celebrate in the evening. Many thanks.
Thank you, sir. That is very kind, and I'm sorry to hear about the loss for which you're going to this funeral. Sir, you would like to announce the award, or should I do it since you are on the move?
Yes, Anandji, my request is if you can do it. I'm not having too much of access to the system, so.
All right, sir. Got it, sir. You take care, sir, and we'll take it from here. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you, thank you. I'm hearing. Please. I will continue hearing. I am around, so some participation is needed. I'll be there. Thank you.
So the award category for the award category for which I would request you to virtually present the award is Digital Samurai, and this is for. Sorry, I got mixed. Yeah, this is for Digital Samurai MSME. Sorry, Digital Samurai MSME Manufacturing. If you would have the name with you that you can say over the audio, or if you want me to announce the name for Digital Samurai and Manufacturing for MSME.
You can announce the name.
All right, so it's M2 Next Solutions Private Limited. Thank you so much, Mr. Jagannath, for being present and waiting patiently for this. Congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you once again. And I'm very sorry I'm not able to bring the team because we are very hard pressed on some of the deliverables, including the IMTEX demonstrations. So all of them are pretty busy. So in fact, I was part of the AMSI exhibition, Photonics. I had to cut through and then come back. So we have been all busy. And thank you very much once again for looking at our case and our submission. This has been a very, very tough project for us. It took almost 2.5 years to arrive here. In fact, we have worked very, very extensively on this, and probably if I can just mention about the specialty of this particular project, it's a vibration sensor which can capture very fine signatures ranging to a 1 millisecond interval. And most of the actions are taken below 1.6 or 1.7 millisecond. And we can bring, this is primarily the application is how to avoid damages causing on the moving equipment, particularly machine tool, forming machines, press brakes, and also trying to get into the behavioral analysis of rotating equipment. So primarily we have two things here. One is the shock detection and minimizing damage. The other one is the behavioral aspect of every rotating equipment through a signature analysis, and then take the algorithm and start preparing the kind of analytics one would want. So the greatness of this is, first of all, this is again an import substitute where we were depending on some of the vibration sensors primarily from Europe. So we're going to completely replace them by having the discrete elements which we could source it at a very insignificant cost, assemble it, and then in fact house this in an 3D printed element which has got IP68 protection. And then you can keep this, you can mount this on the spindle, you could mount this on the gantry, you could mount this on the robot, you could mount this on an induction motor, you could mount this on a press brake, you could mount it anywhere. And we are giving a privilege of configuring this in 44 scenarios. In the sense, that you could do a rapid traverse signature, you could do a fine fit traverse, you could do a clamping signature. So what happens is primarily the applications are very many. So we are working on this to replace a physical sensor to come on the equipment, where this can take over many things by doing signature analytics. So the topology has been very complex. We have been working on this, and the entire team here, I'm very grateful for them to make this happen. And we are going to demonstrate all of this in IMTEX exhibition. We're going to have something like 6 or 7 equipments which will house these sensors. And we're going to make this international class in terms of commercializing this product. And we are working very hard on this. And thank you once again, Meshmix, for recognizing this. And we are very, very happy, to be part of this Digital Samurai back-to-back. Last year also we won this. And it's truly encouraging for all of us, to work. And I should say the team is not of, if you look at the background of the team, they are not great people with some doctorates or masters or no such thing. They're all just the undergraduates with a lot of spirit and freedom and a lot of out-of-the-box thinking, okay? And I should say that we have really done a good job here, and thank you for this recognition. And we are truly honored. And this is, and again, patent pending here, we're working on this. So this is our first award on this vibration, subject. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely, sir. And my best wishes. And I hope that you do a hat trick the next year with these awards. More power to you and your team, sir. You've been an inspiration. Your work that you shared with us last year and this year has been truly thrilling and inspiring. Thank you. You have a great IMTEX.
Thank you. Thank you. I would request, if you can come down, if all of you can come down and take a look at it. And then one, long time, no physical meeting. So it would be really good.
Absolutely.
But of course, we will have to take care best on the prevailing situation at that point of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your invitation, sir. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 awards left. Both are individual leadership awards, and they are rightly called Shogun Samurai. Shogun Samurai. Yes, please. Okay, I think there is some. All right. So the first Shogun Samurai, which is an individual leadership award, I call upon Oliver to give it in the large enterprise section. Shogun Samurai Individual Leadership Award in Manufacturing. If you could announce the name and the company.
Yeah. So the Shogun Samurai Award in Manufacturing, large enterprise, goes to company Adient, represented by Mr. Yogesh Datke, who's the Asia Pacific Information Technology Leader at Adient. So congratulations to you, Yogesh. We're very happy.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and honor representing Adient at Digital Samurai Forum.
Great.
Congratulations to all the dignitaries who have won the award, and as well as those who have nominated, and best luck for them next year. Those who could not win this year, maybe they have a chance to go for it next year. Of course, this is one of the prestigious awards, not only just in zonal, regional, but also at a global platform. And thank you for Mesh Media Group for creating this opportunity for all of us, not only just from the IT segment perspective, but also from various organizations perspective. I definitely wanted to see the case studies which were provided by the organizations to you in a published format, so it becomes a readable content, whether digitally or in a physical copy, so that the knowledge sharing, the knowledge transfer happens between the organization, and that's the collaboration point we all can have within ourselves, at least in a smaller level. Sustainability is a big way. Production enhancement, productivity enhancements are a big way. So, making a small steps, maybe baby steps towards sustainability, towards applications to enhance productivity in an effective cost manner way is a way to go forward. Adient is putting its own baby steps in that direction. We do have our corporate goals, set up by our CEO, CIO, and as well as other dignitaries for their respective departments to go in a sustainability mode for various parameters that we have. With that said, I would like to thank you once again to Anandji, to Oliver, Preetiji, and the team working behind the curtain, because their job was more important than anybody else who's representing here in the on this canvas. And definitely want to see in person next year probably. But until then, everyone, please take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and God bless you. A Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you
Same to
very
you.
much. Thank you, Yogesh, for that. And I can see you're very happy about this, and congrats again to you and your entire team.
Exactly.
And
It's a team contribution. Without the entire team, it's not possible. So I'm just representative.
And whoever goes from you, everyone present at IMTEX, I wish you all a successful IMTEX. I'm still personally thinking about, lingering upon of attending, but currently it's quite rare to find a perfect flight as well. So I'm still thinking of you. So if I won't be there, I wish you all a successful IMTEX, and I'm going to think about you guys over that weekend from here from Vienna. It was a pleasure for me to be here as well. Thanks again, Anand, Priti, and Dinesh, and the entire Meshmix team.
Thank you. Thanks, Oliver. Now we have one more award to go, which is among the most important awards, and that is the Shogun Samurai Award in Supply Chain. I invite Srinivasan Balasubramanian, a great friend, a great speaker, a great thought leader. Srini is the CEO of IAMPL, which is a JV between Rolls-Royce and HAL. He has been speaking at our discussions. Hi, Srini, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for supporting us. He's here. Srini, if you could announce the Shogun Samurai Individual Leadership Award for Supply Chain, I'll announce the name of the winner for you to present the award to. And the name of the winner is from Kama Ayurveda. And this is for Mr. Saurabh Sehgal, Head Supply Chain, Kama Ayurveda. Srini, please virtually present the award to Mr. Sehgal.
Hello, Mr. Sehgal. Congratulations to Kama Ayurveda.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You guys have done a great job, particularly in supply chain, which is, I mean, the most important thing in ensuring that the benefits of business is achieved on time, particularly on time, delivery on time. It's paramount for the success of the business. And I'm very glad that you guys have done a great job and you are becoming an example to others to follow your footsteps, the best practices, whatever you are doing. Congratulations once again. Can you please share your thoughts on receiving this award and what is that work you are proud of?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Srinivasan, for your kind words. See what a great evening we are having. This is the second award for us as a Kama Ayurveda. First, we received the Sustainability Award, and this, as a team, it's a great evening for us. And this is our first participation in the Meshmix Awards. I feel so happy, I mean, top of the world. At the same time, I'm very humbled to, receive these awards, among so many illustrious people in the industry. First and foremost, I would like to thank the entire jury, which the eminent panelists, eminent people in the jury, who have recognized and considered, us suitable for this award. Thank you so much, and it means a lot to us. At the same time, I would also like to thank, my seniors, my guides, my mentors, over the years, their guidance, their support, their go-to-do attitude, which has built so much confidence in me, in my teams, to achieve these things. So big thank you to all of them. This is the right forum to thank, all those people who have contributed in your achievement. And at the same time, my teams, I'm so fortunate to have great teams, across my career. They're people with a lot of grit and passion, to achieve things. And we have achieved so many things in the past. I will share with you in the coming minutes. But thank you so much, guys. It is your award, not mine. It is possible because of your efforts or your projects which you have executed. So it's all to you. Last but not the least, my family, they have always been a pillar of support for me. I have shifted my, locations throughout my career, across the country and abroad. They have adapted to different cultures, cities. It's never easy, So big, and no words can, express my thanks to them. So thank you so much. Coming back to the last year, I would say, Mr. Srini, that it was a roller coaster of a ride for us. I would say in Thama, we set up our new manufacturing facility in the month of January. It's a state-of-the-art manufacturing plant. It's a cosmetic plant, but more of a pharma plant, I would say. So setting a new plant, and first year has always been very challenging. Doing tech transfers, machine validations, new product developments. So it's a great journey we had, and in the last 4 or 5 months, we have launched 5 or 6 new formulations in 5 months. So I mean, it's a great thing the team has done. Logistics piece, we have moved at least 3 or 4 warehouses, to different cost-efficient locations. We have increased the warehouses spaces, but at the same time more cost-effective. We have clubbed on some of our warehouses to the plant and doing direct selling from the plant, so that reduce the time from plant to the consumer as well as saving on the cost. We are going to change the landscape of our sourcing vendors. We are going for more sustainable products, sustainable vendors which can supply us sustainable products, and who are environment friendly, cost effective, quality conscious. It's a journey, which we have started in few months back. And from a planning perspective, rolling out the sales and operation planning process, having the right parameters. Our fill rates have improved from 80% to now 99%, which is the benchmark in the industry in the last few months. Freshness index have improved from, I would say 80% to 92% now. So 92% of our products are having shelf life for more than 80%. So I mean, a lot of things team has done. It's their award, as I said before. I mean, we'll keep on improving ourselves and continue this journey. Thank you, Mr. Anand and Mr. Dinesh, also for having this platform. It really motivates us and the team, to move forward. Cheers to all the winners who have participated and who have won. We have not won also. There's always an opportunity. And like Mr. Agarwal has said, to celebrate, it's a Friday. I'm traveling. Actually, I'm on official work. I'm not with the team, but next week I'll be back in office. So definitely we'll celebrate with red wine or charge, like you said.
Yes, please. Do please send the images and say cheers.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Saurabh. Now, to wrap this up, we have given away all the awards. I just quickly want to add something. For organizing an event of this scale and this magnitude, usually you need an auditorium, you need a place within the confines of which you have people who you know that they are going to speak next when you see them once. But in a virtual environment, you have no handle, you have no control on who's going to appear, who's not going to appear. It's just a fate. It's just a trust between people, that people come and lend support. And the kind of success of this conference and awards goes most to speak about the bond that we all share, being part of the manufacturing and supply chain industry. There's been not one cancellation. There have been emergencies. There have been lots of issues. For example, Dr. Agarwal, as you see, he's on the move, but he joined from there. As he said, that if it was a physical event, he would not have been able to be present there, but he joined from a remote location. So it's truly a blessing, ladies and gentlemen, to be a part of this industry. And you are the true heroes of the economy, working on the shop floor, working in the warehouses, managing them. And my hats off to you, kudos to you, more power to you. And I hope to see you again next year in the conference and awards. You enjoy your weekend, you enjoy your new year. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.